Simple Minds. First you jump. 3 o'clock lock is on the way. But first, let's get the latest news with Harvey. This is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on your smart speaker, and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 3 o'clock. Liz Truss has insisted that she's abandoning her plan to cut the 45p top rate of income tax because it had become a distraction from her mission to get Britain moving. The Prime Minister said yesterday that she was fully committed to the proposal, which would have benefited higher earners in England, Wales and Northern Ireland. But it was widely criticised, including by some senior Conservative MPs. Alistair Locke is the chairman of the Motor Fuel Group and a major donor to the Conservative Party. He believes the government was wrong to backtrack.
The presentation was very poor. It's the right direction of travel, however. Generally, cutting taxes when you're facing an economic downturn, if not a recession, seems to me to be a pretty obvious thing to do rather than to raise taxes. As a party and as a government, we should be careful about having what we do dictated by short-termism, by media reaction, by market reaction, which is not necessarily rational. We shouldn't be blown off course.
A 34-year-old man accused of murdering Olivia Pratt-Corbell has been remanded in custody. The 9-year-old was killed when her mother tried to stop a gunman chasing another person into their home in Liverpool in August. Our North of England correspondent Danny Savage was in court.
A trial date was set for the 6th of March next year, with a 4-week trial expected. There'll be another significant hearing in this case about how it goes forward in January next year. But for now, Thomas Cashman will stay in custody from now on. He's accused of 1 count of murder, 2 counts of attempted murder, and the possession of a firearm with intent to endanger life.
Customers with 11 water firms are set to see money taken off their bills after suppliers were fined almost £150 million. They were found to have failed to meet targets in areas such as pollution, sewer flooding and water treatment works. A group of Conservative police commissioners is calling for cannabis to be reclassified from a Class B to Class A drug. It would put it in the same category as cocaine, heroin and ecstasy. The Home Office said there were no plans to make the change. The Native American actor and activist Sacheen Littlefeather, who famously refused Marlon Brando's Oscar on his behalf in 1973, has died at the age of 75. The Academy gave her a formal apology in August after she was booed off stage when she spoke out against Hollywood's treatment of Native Americans.
He very regretfully cannot accept this very generous award. And the reasons for this being are the treatment of American Indians today by the film industry. Excuse me.
The King and Queen Consort have been attending their first joint public engagement since the period of royal mourning for Queen Elizabeth ended. The King officially bestowed city status on Dunfermline in Fife earlier before hosting a reception at the Palace of Holyrood House in Edinburgh. And that's the BBC News at 3 minutes past 3.
OJ Borge.
Oh, will you look at the time?
1, 2, 3 o'clock.
3!
3 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
Oh yes, time for a 3 o'clock rock. 3 people, 3 rockers choosing 3 songs that rock their world. They don't necessarily have to be rock. And we will speak to 3 of them. 9 songs in total. And we start in Southend-on-Sea. Hello, Cass. How are you this afternoon?
Hello, OJ. I'm absolutely fine, thank you very much.
Super. How's Southend today?
Southend is cloudy but dry, and the washing went out on the line this morning.
Oh, and is the washing, is it like a laundry commercial right now? Is it flapping in the breeze gently?
I can't see it from the window. I'm at the front of the flat, but yeah, I'm sure it's flapping out there.
Do you know, I'm a big fan. Obviously, if we can, put your washing outside to dry. The problem is, I've got 2 young kids, and spending the time pinning out tiny socks and tiny trousers, Cass, drives you mad.
You can get the little rotary line they're like little, I don't know what you call them. They're like tiny little washing lines, just with tiny little pegs on, just for socks.
Tiny lines for tiny socks. Well, Cass, I'm excited about the songs we're going to play this afternoon. Mm-hmm. Without telling me what it is, why have you chosen your first song? Why choose this?
Iconic video from 1999. I've got a 17-year-old daughter and she still draws the character of that on the fridge magnet where the shopping list is supposed to be. It's a song where the person that's singing it is not somebody you would normally hear doing a main vocal with this band, and then the main vocalist kicks in, and it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful song.
Cass, that's the best setup I've ever heard. You sure you're not a radio presenter?
I'm a media and campaigns coordinator.
Well, there you go. Radio's calling next. Cass, what is the first song we're playing?
The first song is Coffee and TV by Blur.